Good morning and welcome to an entertainment segment on Business Profile on Lifestyles. I'm Charlene Sloan, and today we are talking with Brian Choper. He is the founder and owner of Washington's Entertainment Connection. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
So tell us first a little bit about your company, Washington's Entertainment Connection. You have a hand in everything in the music business, right?
Yes, the company does. I started this company back in 2003 in order to bring artists in who don't know how to do anything but their craft. But in this business, being able to perform is only a part of what you need to do. You need to find out, you need to have the wherewithal to get the exposure, to find venues that will cater to you, to have the right band behind you, to have the right promotional organization behind you.
The whole package.
The whole package.
The looks, it's kind of like The Voice, but in reality.
Right. That's right, that's right. So either we find an artist who has all that but doesn't know how to promote themselves and we put all of that together, or we find the artist, like with some artists that you're going to hear about today, that are pure talent but did not know what to do to get out of the little club circuit, to get out of the little birthday party circuit.
Sure.
But when you hear them, they wow you.
Right, and I know that one of those talents that you've discovered is like an amazing Frank Sinatra-like singer, right? Can you talk about him?
Talking about Peter Cannella. And he is the story here is fun because I get this call on a spring evening late spring last year, 2014, from my brother who's a scout for me. And he happened to be in Philadelphia at a party, just at a party. And he hears this voice that blew him away. And he always knows that I'm looking for these things. Some of these people are not ready for us. Some of these people just are not ready to go beyond the party. But he turns on the phone, and I'm hearing this guy. And at first I think I'm being punked because he sounds exactly like Frank Sinatra at 25, 26, 27. And I'm thinking, Carl, who is this person? He says, this is a guy who nobody knows, who's doing birthday parties and doing little clubs. You have to hear more about him. And I said, well, send me his information, get it, because I just knew nothing about him. And as I was finding out, no one knew really about him. So after contacting him, it took me a month or two because I'm always busy and I'm all over the place with other artists in my own bands because I'm a performer, I'm a drummer. So after a while, I connected with him, and he immediately was responsive and sent me MP3s and sent me videos, and it was nice to see that he already had some of this of his own, but they were not with a band, they were solo stuff with tracks and everything else. So I said, we have to meet, I have to get together to see what your repertoire is, I need to audition you, and within a month we did that, and he was truly showing me the same talent that he had showed on the videos. And so I said, we have to do something with this, but I have to figure out what, because, have you ever worked with a band? No, he said. Well, I have to find a band that we work with that can work with you. And I went ahead with my aides, and we looked around for bands, and either they weren't ready for it or it wasn't their type of music. And finally we decided we have to assemble a band on our own.
It's so complex when there's so many moving parts.
You would think it's simple, and yet there's always stuff to do. And so this became a project, and I said to Peter, I'm going to have to sign you on as exclusive because we're investing in you, we're putting the band together and everything, but if you do that, I promise you, we will do this and we will go ahead and even start producing music for you and get you out there. And he said, I've been waiting for this all my life.
Yeah, and it just so happens that you find this amazing talent and you put this band together. Yes. And it happens to be the 100th anniversary of Frank Sinatra's birthday. You think there's
something else going on behind the scenes that's making all of this happen.
So now you guys have this amazing repertoire set up, and it's a concert, and you are going to go ahead and do a performance. Talk a little bit about that.
Yes, this is going to be December 13th. We decided to make it the day after the birthday because all of these other venues are doing Frank Sinatra things on the 12th, and we thought, why be a part of that when we can just separate ourselves a little bit and make it Sunday? And I believe it's 7:30 right here on the 13th. And I have taken a part in helping Peter put together the repertoire for this. And because of his unique voice, we decided not only to include standards that everybody knows that are favorites of Frank Sinatra's, but also some ballads that he did. Because one of my teachers was Buddy Rich. I actually studied with him.
Wow.
And Buddy Rich knew Frank Sinatra, and I had met them both. And basically, there was a little battle between them because Buddy Rich was doing all the big band fast stuff, and Frank Sinatra was doing all the ballads. yet they were in the same band sometimes. And so they told me their stories about, you know, when one would get to play and when the other would get to play. So we're going to show you some standards, some great swing standards. We're also going to show you some of the ballads that Frank Sinatra made famous. And then we're going to actually take about 4 or 5 tunes that are not so readily known by people, that they'll hear them and say, oh, Frank did that? So you're going to get a little bit of a story behind the person.
Gosh, it sounds like, yeah, it sounds
gonna
so
be a lot of
exciting,
fun.
so much fun. And so again, it's here on the 13th.
Yes.
And people can get tickets how?
They go to Eventbrite, I believe.
Okay.
But if they log on to Big Shot Records Live and go to the Chopra Jazz Project featuring Peter Cannella, there's a link there to where they can actually go ahead and buy tickets for this concert.
Perfect. Excellent. Well,
And we
thank
hope
you
they
so
do.
much. Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm sure they will. Thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for telling us all about it. It's exciting.
Thank you very much. Okay.
And thank you for watching us on Business Profile on Lifestyles.